Hey, I'm Jessie, and I'm the Senior Creative Technologist at Leonardo AI. And welcome to another Gen AI workflow tutorial. Today, you'll learn how to design eye-catching graphic t-shirts using Leonardo. Designing graphics for t-shirts with impactful visuals and custom text can be tough, typically needing an in-depth knowledge of typography and illustration. Leonardo helps you to ideate, refine, and experiment to create unique designs, all with legible text, quickly and easily. In this video, we'll cover a few simple steps to design a graphic tee. We'll start by ideating using an initial prompt, then we'll play around with changing font styles, generating alternative versions of different designs, and then finalizing a t-shirt graphic ready for production. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create a range of t-shirt designs, complete with text, unique illustrations, and style variations. Here are a few examples we've created, showing how you can take your designs from concept all the way to print-ready production. For this workflow, we'll be using image creation, our bread and butter for image generation at Leonardo. Before we craft our prompt, let's start by selecting the right model and preset for our graphic tee. Our foundational model, Phoenix, should be used for any text-based designs. Phoenix is great at generating text. So if you're designing graphics that include words, be sure to use Phoenix. I'm going to turn on the cinematic preset style. And now, let's craft our prompt. For today, I'm going to be designing a long-sleeve 90s-inspired t-shirt. I want it to lean into skate culture, and I want it to have graphic imagery as well as text. So within my prompt, I've specified the type of design, so a long-sleeve t-shirt, some of the key design elements, so the word red hot, and an illustration of a koala, as well as the style, being a skater vibe. With all of that set, let's hit generate and see what we get. Okay, awesome. This is a really nice starting point. I particularly like this happy accident. So now let's work towards creating a more refined design. Let's start by replacing the text in the image. We're going to use Edit with AI. This feature lets you talk to your image using natural language to edit your output. I'm going to ask to change red hot to instead say Phoenix in a graffiti style font. And below the graphic, I'm going to add the word established in 2024 in a small sans serif font. Right, let's generate and see what we get. Note that you can control the font type simply by describing it. So perhaps serif, sans serif, or a stylized font like graffiti style. Okay, cool. These are some good ones. So you can see the text has been corrected. So we've got Phoenix and we've got established 2024 down there. Brilliant. Cool, so now we can begin to ideate and experiment with our graphic design. So again, using Edit with AI, we're going to be playing around with that central illustration. I really love the skateboarding koala, but look, let's make it into a phoenix instead to kind of be more on theme. I'm going to type in, make the koala a phoenix-like bird instead. So let's see what we can get with this. Sweet. Now we've got a design and a new illustration with the correct text, and I'm really happy with these images. So let's take it to the next level. Now to experiment with a different style, let's head over and change a preset. I'm going to chuck this on stock photography. Now using the hero image, so this one, we're going to use Describe with AI. I can find it in my generations and I'll press this there. Here we go. Describe with AI looks at an image and turns it into text prompt. Perfect. Now, in order to adhere to the same composition as our hero image, we need to add a content reference. Content reference exists in our image guidance tab. So again, we'll go put this on from previous generations. Great. Now you can select from low, medium, or high, and that's going to control how much we reference the image. I'm going to chuck this on high because I want it to be very accurate. Also, we're going to chuck on a style reference. Now this allows us to change the colors and the look of the image. I made this earlier, so I'm keen to see what it can look like on this new design. I'm going to set this probably to about a high. Okay, that looks good. Let's generate and see what we get. And there we go. That's a version of our graphic in a different style. From here, let's generate a version of our t-shirt where we isolate the graphic in the center for print. So let's change over to a graphic design preset. Here we are. And we'll put it on a graphic design vector. Then we're going to write our prompt using Describe with AI. So selecting the image that we want to use. And then we're also going to be using this image as a content reference. There. As well as a style reference. Doing this to make sure that we're able to maintain the same composition as well as the same colors. Note that I'm using a cropped version of the image. Okay, awesome. So as you can see, these have generated a version of our graphic that keeps the same text and illustration, but it's getting us a bit closer to something that's print ready. Finally, let's upscale this graphic. So we're going to navigate to the image you'd like to use in the feed, and we're going to click on the upscale icon over here. So let's use the Ultra Upscaler today, our newest upscaler. Ultra Upscaler adds resolution and additional details into your image using AI, prepping it ready for production. For these settings, let's select the artistic style in the drop-down with a 2x upscaler. In the advanced settings, we can increase the creativity strength. That is the number that affects how much liberty the system will have in improving the image. Let's set it to a 7 today. And we're ready to hit upscale. And now we have it. We have a version of our design with extra resolution, heaps of detail, which is ready to print for some fire t-shirts. Sweet, you've now learned how to create bespoke graphics for your t-shirt designs, ready to print, share, and wear. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time for another Gen AI workflow tutorial.